Randomly, I pick that I want to find who is the parent of 5. I do 5 by 2, which comes out to be 2.5. I take the floor value of it, 2 comes to be the parent of 5. Is that clear? Similar,
Yes, ma'am.
oppositely,
Yes, ma'am.
3 का parent कौन I want to find. 3 by 2 is 1.5. I take the floor value, 3's parent is 1. 7 का parent I have to check. 7 by 2 is 3.5. Floor value 3 is the parent of 7. क्योंकि it is a binary tree, that is why this connection remains. Right? Right child.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ठीक है,
ma'am.
right child कौन है? तो 2 into 3 plus 1, 7 becomes the right child of 3. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
The only disadvantage
Yes,
of
ma'am.
this implementation is supposedly this child does not exist. In case it is not existing, then you have to leave a blank value here. It is not possible that this value is coming here. So in case it is not a complete binary tree, there will be many empty spaces in the array. Yes or no?
Yes,
This
ma'am.
advantage
Yes,
of
ma'am.
array implementation is clear to all. This is array
Yes, ma'am.
implementation of binary tree. Parent, left child, right child. Clear array implementation of binary tree.
Yes,
How can
ma'am.
this is
Yes,
basic
ma'am.
implementation. I want you all to practice a program for creating a binary tree using arrays, traversing and printing it according to the parent and children. Right? This is a practice question for you all to actually implement a binary tree using arrays, insert some elements into it and print it. Search it with the parent, right child and so on. Okay. Try to create such a program. The disadvantage is in case I need to create new children or I need to delete some nodes. In that case, there are many extra spaces which are left blank, or for inserting new children, array ka size is fixed. We know that this is a static implementation.
Yes, ma'am.
That is why we move on to the linked list representation of trees. Instead of arrays, we move on to the linked list representation of trees. How do I represent a tree by links? It is very simple and corresponds to the actual way of representing trees. So that is why this is mostly used. Linked list representation of any tree. This is a node in the tree. It generally has information A, B, C, D, etc. ये information होती है किसी भी node में. Now I
Yes.
add a left child and a right child to this, which is a pointer link to a similar node. ये समझ आ रहा है? This is
Yes, ma'am.
this is C. This might be having some children or might not be having a children, so this becomes null. Cross represents null. Can you all understand that? So this becomes
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This is a linked list representation of a tree corresponding very closely to an actual representation. Deleting a node, adding a node is very simple in this representation. Array representation is easier in case you have the complete tree. In case you have some application in which the tree may or may not be complete, or you do not know how many nodes exactly you want in the tree, then you go for this linked list representation of binary trees. The linked list representation is clear. Should I go to the code? How do I write this node?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
In case you people are not able to understand anywhere, please let me know. Please ask. So I begin. I do hope all of you are through with C and C++ by the 4th semester. So I create struct. I'm using C for my examples. In exam, you can use any C or C++. I'm using C for examples. Now I create struct node in which I have to have a struct node pointer as left child. I have to have an integer value of the node. It is not necessary that the value is integer. it can be character, it can be another structure, it can be anything. Just for example, it is, or simplicity for our examples, it is integer, but this can be any value depending on a real life problem. Is this clear to all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Not necessarily integer every time. And I have another pointer, struct node right child. Now whenever I'm declaring any variable, I give its data type. So RC and LC, left child and right child, are two pointer variables of type struct node. Such variables are called as self-referential structures. Can you see that this structure references to itself? So this is a self-referential structure. So now it is only the representation of how you can represent the tree. I'll move on to the types of binary tree. Or before moving on to the types, we have properties of binary tree, which I expect you all can go through on your own. Please see the props. There are a few topics which I am skipping over here that I want you all to go through the book because these are theory topics. There are properties of binary tree, or I might give you the notes on these, but these topics you do once. Now I come before to actual implementation of any tree. We need to understand what are the types of a binary tree. Types of a binary tree. Now in types of a binary tree, the first type I have is a strictly binary tree. Strictly binary tree. A strictly binary tree in which each node has exactly 2 children or no children. There is no node which has a single child. Every node has 2 or 0 children. No node can exist having a single child. Just for an example, if I draw a tree like this, then this is a strictly binary tree since all the nodes have 0 or 2 child. If I draw a tree like this, then this is not a strictly binary tree because I have a node which has a single child. So the property of a strictly binary tree is that every node should have 0 or 2 children. Then another is a full or complete binary tree. Full or complete binary tree. A full or complete binary tree has the property that a binary tree of height h exactly contains 2 raised to the power h minus 1 number of nodes or elements. A binary tree of height h exactly contains 2 raised to the power h minus 1 number of elements. Such a tree is called as a full or complete binary tree. For example, if I have a tree such as this in which all the leaf nodes, can you see, are at the same level, and before the leaf node level there is no node having less than 2 children. There are all the leaf nodes at the same level. Leaf nodes are the nodes which are having no children. बाकी सब nodes के 2 children हैं, and all the leaf nodes are at the same level. Such a tree is called as a binary complete or full tree. So if you see what is the height of the tree, level 0, level 1, level 2, height of the tree is equal to level plus 1.
3.
3 is the height of the tree. If I try to calculate 2 raised to power h minus 1, it becomes 8 minus 1. There should be 7 nodes in the tree for this to be a complete binary tree. If you count the number of nodes, it comes out to be 7. So for a tree to be full or complete binary tree, the number of nodes in the tree should be 2 raised to power h minus 1, where h represents the height of the tree. Is that clear to all?
मैम मैम यहाँ पे जैसे 2h minus 1 नोट्स होंगी, तो वो दो कंडीशन जो आपने बोली कि लीफ नोड सेम लेवल पे हो और बाकी की जो नोट्स हैं उनके मतलब 2 चाइल्ड होने चाहिए।
एक ही बात है, दो
तो-
अलग डेफिनेशन
हाँ,
है, दिस इज वन एंड द सेम थिंग। आप इसको चाहे दो कंडीशंस में लिखो और यू राइट इट लाइक दिस, इट रिप्रेजेंट्स द सेम थिंग। लीफ नोड्स एट सेम लेवल, leaf nodes at same level, all non-leaf nodes have 2 children। ये दो कंडीशंस अगर फुलफिल हो रही हैं तो भी बाइनरी ट्री, कंप्लीट बाइनरी ट्री है, और इन दोनों कंडीशंस की जगह if this is filled then also it is a complete binary tree। these are one and the same thing, different ways of defining the same thing। ये क्लियर हो गया
हाँ जी मैम।
everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
In
Yes,
case there
ma'am.
is a doubt, please stop and ask, okay? Now it is not necessary that always the trees are binary only. There can be many type of trees, and there can be a rooted, non-rooted, many type of trees. A tree which it is a binary tree only which I am drawing here, but something is also called as a free tree or graph। आज हम जो graphs पढ़ रहे थे ना, they were free trees, a tree that is going in any direction you do not know, but is a connection of nodes and the branches joining them. This type of a tree is called as a free tree or graph। In case a tree has only 0, 1 or 2 children for every node, it is a binary tree। जैसा हम सोच रहे हैं जरूरी नहीं है binary tree का look वैसा ही हो, इसमें भी every node has either 0 or 2 children, it is also a binary tree। The representation might change। What we are concerned with is a rooted binary tree। हम जिसकी बात करते हैं that is a rooted binary tree represented like this and so on। We have a root and then we have the binary tree। In case there are many trees which are not connected to each other, then this is called as a forest। ये क्लियर हो रहा है सबको? Just giving you various types of things। Yes, no?
मैम फॉरेस्ट एक बार रिपीट कर दीजिए प्लीज।
Forest has many trees, बस इतना ही, किसी भी टाइप के हो सकते हैं many trees। M array, 3 array, 4 array, rooted, non rooted, कैसे भी trees का collection, that is called as a forest। Forest में आम का पेड़ भी होगा, सेब का भी होगा, जंगली भी होगा, everything will be there। घास भी होगी, एकदम जीरो लेवल का just cut tree भी होगा, and so on। That similar definition goes for a forest। Any type of a collection of trees which are existing there is called as a forest। There are applications that will require forest also।
Ma'am,
हाँ बच्चे।
ma'am, is tree is also a unrooted tree.
बी ट्री
Free tree is also unrooted.
एब्सोल्युटली अनरूटेड।
Okay,
ग्राफ में
thank you.
कोई रूट नहीं होती हमारी, आप कहीं से भी सोर्स बिगिन कर सकते हो। You can assume any node to be the source। Just for example, just for giving you a live example of what I am saying, supposedly there is a graph representing the cities across India। Are you understanding that? I want to calculate the distance between various cities in India। So I have Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore, Calcutta। There are ways which are connecting every city to one another, right? But there is no route। You might be at some point Delhi becomes the route and you are checking all flights from Delhi since you are in Delhi। At some point Mumbai becomes the route because you are in Mumbai and you are checking from there। So in a graph there is no route। Free tree and graph are same things, there is no route। Depending on the time where you are requiring a particular situation, any node might become the source of how you are traversing the particular tree। That is not the case in a rooted tree। A rooted tree has to have a single root, and we are here concerned only with rooted binary trees। Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we come to one more type of a binary tree which was left। It was almost complete binary tree। Almost complete binary tree। Now, what do I mean by an almost complete binary tree is there are two conditions again. If the depth or level of the trees, again I'm saying, is D is the depth of the tree, then any node at level less than D minus 1 has two children. Any node at level less than D minus 1 has two children. And second condition is that for any node X in the tree with a right descendant existent, the left descendant is either at leaf or has two children. I'll just explain what I mean by the same. I'll just give you an example. कि अगर किसी का right descendant है तो उसके left में children वाला descendant होना चाहिए. For example, if I am having a tree like this, it is not a complete binary tree because complete binary tree should have had these two nodes also. All the leaf nodes are not at the same level. Can you see? D, E, and C are the leaf nodes. They are not at the same level. It is not a complete binary tree, but yes, it is an almost complete binary tree because leaf node jo hai, as you can clearly see, that there are any node at level D minus 1, depth minus 1 should have two children. That stands true. In case I have a tree like this, in case I am having a tree like this, sorry, then it is not a complete binary tree. There are two almost complete binary tree भी नहीं है. क्यों? क्योंकि C is lying at a depth which is at D minus 2. D minus 2 लेवल पे जो भी नोड है उसके चिल्ड्रन 2 होने चाहिए. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone?
Ma'am, please repeat.
I'm again saying, since C is at level D minus 2, D minus 2 पे जो भी D minus 1 से पहले वाले levels पे every node must have two children. This is the condition. And even if at last level I have F and G here, I have children of a node which is lying at the right, then D के children होने चाहिए. This is not an almost complete binary tree. Almost complete का मतलब है आप left to right tree fill कर रहे हो, एक level fill हो गया तो दूसरे level पे जा रहे हो, पूरा level नहीं हो पाया, that is almost complete binary tree. In short, basic definition ये है कि आप tree को left to right complete तरीके से ही fill कर रहे हो, नहीं कर पाए तो जहां तक nodes नहीं है extra, there you stop. Now if the tree is like this, C के children पहले और D के children E से पहले save होने चाहिए थे. Since that has not happened, that is why it is an almost complete binary tree and not a complete binary tree. It is not an almost complete binary tree also, sorry. ये समझ आ गया?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Great. Since we have reached here, now we move on to traversals of a tree. How do I traverse a tree? There are three types of traversals: pre-order, post-order, and in-order traversal. Very important. How do I traverse a tree? I am beginning with an pre-order traversal. Pre-order traversal means that you visit now order, ye pre, in order, post order. This is the order of the root. There is a left child, there is a right child, and there is a root. If I keep the root previously to the left and the right child, that is called as pre-order traversal. I read the tree with root, left child, right child. This is the pre-order traversal. Just for example, if I have a tree like this, and if I am going for a pre-order traversal, then I traverse the root, then I traverse the left subtree. Left child is a left subtree, right child is a right subtree. रूट को ट्रैवर्स करने के बाद पूरा लेफ्ट सब ट्री ट्रैवर्स होगा, पूरे लेफ्ट सब ट्री के बाद पूरा राइट सब ट्री ट्रैवर्स होगा. So after root I traverse the left subtree again in pre-order, again in a similar manner. So how do I do that? Again root is traversed and then the left and then the right side. So root is traversed, then the left subtree which is having a single node, then the right subtree. Is the traversal getting clear to all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody who
Yes,
does not
ma'am.
understand, please stop and ask. After traversing the left subtree, I traverse the right subtree again in pre-order. So root, left, right, root, left, right. This becomes the pre-order traversal for the given tree. Is this clear to all?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll,
Yes, ma'am.
after the class, I'll just give you some practice questions. I'll send Jasmine some practice questions. She'll forward to all. But for the same tree, in case I'm not doing pre-order traversal, in case I'm doing in-order traversal, that means root lies in between the left child and right child. So I traverse the left child, then the root, then the right child. In that case, the traversal changes to be left, root, right. So I need to first traverse the left subtree. Left subtree is again traversed in order. So left, root, right. So the traversal becomes left, root, right for the left subtree. Then you traverse the root. Then you traverse the right subtree again in order, left, root, right. So it becomes left, root, and right. Is that clear to all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Similarly, if I go for,
Yes, ma'am.
in case there is any doubt, please ask. Similarly, in case I go for a post order traversal, that means left child, right child, and then the root is traversed. The order of the root is post after the children. In that case, left child, right child, and then the root is traversed. So the left child is again traversed in post order, left, right, root. So the post order traversal becomes left, right, root. This is the left child. Then you traverse the right child in post order, left, right, root. So left, right, root, and then left child, right child, and then you have the root. This becomes the post order traversal. Is it clear to all?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And anybody, any doubt with this? Since I'm having no doubts, I'll move on to the implementation. अब इस प्री ऑर्डर ट्रैवर्सल को नोड आपको क्लियर हो गए हमने कैसे क्रिएट करे हुए. सपोज अ ट्री इज क्रिएटेड विद ऑल द नोड डिटेल्स. That should be clear to all of you by now. So in that case, now what do I have to do? I have to do say pre-order traversal. So what is the C code for pre-order traversal? You all have done recursion once. I do hope that
Yes, ma'am.
I do hope that recursion is clear to all of you. So in case I'm traversing a tree in pre-order and I am given with some root जहाँ से traversal start करना है. So I'm passing the root. What do I do in the code is if root is null, root is not null, that means the tree should not be empty. In case the tree is empty, I cannot traverse. Yes or no?
Anji.
So if it is not null, then what do I do is I traverse the root, then I traverse the left subchild, then I traverse the right subchild. So what am I doing? I am traversing the root. Again, I am writing the code in C. For the purpose, you can use any language of your choice. So I'm having the root and I'm having the value of the root. Right? After this, I am again doing pre-order traversal on the left subchild. So I have to call recursively the same function. This time I'm calling the function for the left child of the root. Is that clear to all? And after the left child would have been traversed, I will be calling the same function recursively for the right child of the root. and this is all the function is having. Is this clear to all?
Yes, ma'am.
A similar in order and post order can be written. Only the order of these statements have to be changed.
Excuse me, ma'am.
हाँ बच्चे,
स्टार्टिंग में जो आपने नल वाला बताया एक बार फिर से बता दीजिए.
एक बार इसको ड्राई रन करते हैं, उससे समझ आएगा. इस कोड को ड्राई रन करते हैं. सपोजिटली आई हैव अ ट्री ABCDE. Supposedly this is my tree. I have to traverse this in pre-order. ठीक है? Pre-order में I have root, left, right. In case whatever is being passed is null, I need not do anything. I just return from the function. In case it is not null, what do? I print the value. Initially I am calling it for root A. So I will be printing A. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
After that, I call the pre-order traversal for left child of A, which is B. Now the same function is again called for B. A वाले function से बाहर नहीं आए हम, उसके अंदर ही हैं अभी. It is again called for B. B is not equal to null. Condition is true. Print B. And again call the same for the left child of B, which is D. अगेन हम A के अंदर से B को कॉल करें, B के अंदर से D के लिए वी आर कॉलिंग द प्री ऑर्डर. आफ्टर कमिंग है D इज नॉट नल इज अगेन ट्रू. प्रिंट D. प्री ऑर्डर ऑफ D इज लेफ्ट चाइल्ड इज कॉल्ड. D का लेफ्ट चाइल्ड
Is
null. Null is the left child of D. So when this is called
ma'am.
again, it is called for pre order of D. D left child of D is null. Left child of D के लिए pre order call हुआ, it is null. It will not enter this, it will return from the function. Yes, no.
Yes, ma'am.
Again pre order is called for right child of D. Left child of D से बाहर आया, right child of D call हुआ. It is again null. It again gets called and comes back here only without printing anything. अब D की
Yes, ma'am.
pre order से जब आप वापस जाओगे, D के इस फंक्शन से जब आप वापस जाओगे, D कहाँ से कॉल हुआ था? B से. यहाँ से कॉल हुआ था B के लिए. Then you call it for B's right child. B's right child is E. You again call it print E. E again does not have any children. Come back. B से वापस बाहर आओ A पे. A के बाद you again call it for the right child of A. Then use again C. Print the root. Go for children, no children. The traversal is complete. Is the process clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody. You all will
Yes,
try
ma'am.
this in the questions in your practicals once.